Hi everyone. I thought I'd pop in and give you an update on the potato onions I planted last fall. Now I actually planted them in 3 beds. I did a video in the first bed I planted them in, but those did not come up this spring. So I had read or saw something on the internet that said you plant them in more than one place in case something goes wrong. These are onions that they're called potato onions or multiplier onions, and they will do just that, multiply. So let me show you. The other 2 beds I planted in, they did come up in, and this was one. As you can see, I planted one, but I have all these. And once they die back on top, you just pull them out. And they're not humongous onions, but actually these are kind of big compared to some of them I have. But yeah, you just pull them out. I'll put those over here. And same thing, I saved these just so I could do a video on them. So yeah, I plant 1 onion and you get, here's got 3, 4, 5. This other bunch had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I had one that had 11. And that's all you do. I mean, apparently back in the olden times, back in the settler days, you know, in the 1800s, this is how the onions were done. You would save them up and plant them again the next year, and they would carry on from generation to generation the same set of onions. And of course modern onions are done totally different now because everybody wants the big ones and all that stuff, but this was originally how people did their onions. And they're called potato onions for some reason. But there you go, and that is actually a good size. Now I read or saw it on the internet that if you plant a large one, you will get a lot of small ones around it. And if you plant a small one, you'll get larger onions around it. I don't know if that's true or not, but you know, and it has to do with the room you give them to, of course. But just to give you an idea, this little bed is not very big here. I can't remember what it is. 3 by what, 2 or something? I don't know. All these onions came out of this bed. All these onions that I have here came out of just this bed. And I wasn't looking to plant or to get large onions. I was trying to get as many as I could so I could share them and give them to other people. So that's the idea behind it. And next year I might be a little bit more concerned with trying to get larger onions out of. Actually, this is Cindy size onions right here. You know, I don't need anything big. Okay, so I have another bed also over here. They did good in the raised bed. Weird, they did not come out in the earth bed I put them in the video, but in the 2 raised beds, they did come out. I would have to stop by and show you my native hibiscus here. Just look at that, it's like the size of a plate. Isn't she beautiful? Anyway, okay, sorry, I had to show you that. This is the other little bed I did them in, and they're very small, but I'm just waiting. I'm just going to wait for the tops to die back here on these. But there's so many. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's a 7th one. Yeah, and there's more back here. They're hidden. But yeah, so I'll have plenty of these. And what I plan to do is, because I really like these smaller containers and these 2 beds here, what I decided, these things go in the fall. The garlic goes in the fall, the onions go in the fall, and I have to wait for everything to June or July for it to mature. So, I mean, these beds are just sitting here with potatoes, onions, and garlic and shallots in them, and I want to use the beds. So what I did is I went out and bought some of these concrete blocks, and I've seen people do these. I just love these things. And I put this up, and then this fall what I'll do is put all the onions and garlic in here, and I plan to put the garlic, I love it when I see people do this, put the garlic in these little pockets and probably alternate them with strawberries right around here. But yeah, so this bed will be for that, so I'm not using up other space in the garden that I could be using for, like I could put my peas in these and you know, all kinds of things. And this is where I usually plant my peas, is right around my patio here. But oh, I just wanted to show you all this. Yeah, so these are yeah, potato onions, and I got all of them, like I said, from just this one bed. And then come fall, or you can plant these in the spring too, but they say you do better if they're planted in the fall. And yeah, and you just replant again. And that's the way they used to do it back in the old days when they were out on the prairies and they couldn't get onions. This is how they did it. So thanks so much for stopping by. I hope you have a good weekend, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.